Good afternoon, everyone. So welcome to Career Launcher. My name is Naveen, and today we will continue with our series on CAT 2025, which is target 99 plus percentile. We'll be looking at another set of LRDI today. This is part 16 of the series. So today we will learn an arrangement-based set. We will see, based on whatever information is given to us, how can we improvise and find arrangements and make cases if required. So without wasting any time, let's look at the set for the day. So a supermarket has to place 12 items coded A to L in shelves numbered 1 to 16. So when we say coded A to L, we are basically saying that uh, it's all the letters from A to L. So that's basically A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. And the shelves are numbered from 1 to 16. So A to L, these are a total of 12 items, 12 letters, and there are 16 shelves. So basically 4 shelves are going to be empty. 5 of these items are of types of biscuits, 3 are of types of candies, and the rest are types of saviors. So out of 12, if we have got 5 biscuit types, 3 candies type, so the remaining are 4, which are going to be of savories. Only one item can be kept in a shelf, which was kind of understood, but we should not assume it. Items are to be placed such that all items of same type are clustered together with no empty shelf between items of the same type, and at least one empty shelf between 2 different types of items. So basically, the biscuits should be aligned together, candies should be aligned together, and savories should be aligned together with empty shelves between them, which is going to be at least one of them. So there may be an empty shelf at the end, there may be an empty shelf right before it. Now, at most 2 empty shelves can have consecutive numbers. So basically, we can have at most 2 empty shelves at a single place. The following additional facts are also known. Also, if you look here, since we need, okay, it says at most, it doesn't say at least. So there may be a chance that we can have an empty shelf at the end, and basically one empty shelf dividing everything. Okay. First statement says A and B are to be placed in consecutively numbered shelves in increasing order. I and J are to be placed in consecutively numbered shelves, both higher number than the shelves in which A and B are kept. So basically, these statements, they're talking about which particular item from A to L, they are placed in shelves in which particular fashion. So we are supposed to figure this out. Let's look at the questions in order to understand how much we will get to know. So the first question says, in how many ways can the items be arranged on the shelves? And it goes up to 8 as one of the options. So we have to be careful. Okay. Which of the following is not a type of biscuit? A definite one. Which of the following can represent the number of empty shelves in a possible arrangement? So a possibility. Fourth, which of the following statements is necessarily true? So looks like only one question out of the 4 is a definite one, and as in something we will definitely get to know. But the remaining 3, these are going to be based on how many cases are going to be there, right? So we have to be very smart and we have to be very thoughtful while answering or finding the solution for this, because worst case we are going to have 8 cases. Let's see. So a supermarket has to place 12 items coded A to L in shelves numbered 1 to 16, as you can see here. 5 of these items are biscuits. So we have got biscuits being 5, and then we have got candies. They are being 3, and savories, these are going to be 4 of them. At most 2 empty shelves can have consecutive numbers. Let's look at the first one. First statement says A and B, they are to be placed in consecutively numbered shelves. So I'm going to put AB with a dash representing, that's exactly how I'm supposed to put it. There is no space between A and B. I and J are to be placed in consecutively numbered shelves, both higher numbered than the shelves in which A and B are kept. So we are supposed to put I and J together, but to the right of AB. Next, D, E, and F are savories and are to be placed in consecutively on both shelves in increasing order after all the biscuits and candies. Okay, so we have got D, E, and F. These are the three savories, and this is the order in which they are supposed to be put. So initially, we are going to have biscuits and candies. Which one will come first? No idea. K is to be placed in shelf number 16. So if K is supposed to be placed in shelf number 16, and savories are at the end, and there are four savories, out of which K is now definitely one of the savories. So that means D, E, F will come here. So we have got D, E, F, K as the four savories. Okay, I'll write it here. So AB will come along, IJ will come along like this. Okay. L and J are items of the same type. So J and L, they will be of items of the same type. While H is an item of different type. Now, there are going to be two possibilities. Since H is an item of a different type, so it may go with A, B, assuming that if AB is a group, IJ is a group, so H falls in the group of AB, or maybe AB, IJ, L, they are in the same group. That in case would be biscuits, and H is in the next group, which is candies, right? We will get to know maybe later. C is a candy. Now, since A, B, H, they are supposed to come together, and H is already there. I, J, L, these are the three candies. So the thing is, if I take C as a candy, if I go to I, J, L or A, B, H, there will be four candies, but we have only three candies. That means AB and IJL, these are not, sorry, ABH and IJL, these are not two different groups. Basically, they form the same group. So we will have ABIJL as the one group, which is obviously the biscuits. And the leftover are going to be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then H is missing. So C, G, H, they form the candies. Now it says C is a candy has to be placed in a shelf preceded by two empty shelves. So before C, we are supposed to have two empty shelves. Now G and H order, we do not know that. For A, B, I, J, L, they are going to be in this consecutive order. 7th point says L is to be placed in a shelf. Before that, we need to have exactly one empty shelf. So basically, it's L, A, B, I, J. This is the sequence of biscuits. And there needs to be one empty shelf. So let's assume that the biscuits are in the front. So this is going to be an empty shelf. We will have L, A, B, I, J, then two blank shelves, and then we will have C, G, H, or we may have C, H, G, the other possibility. So L, A, B, I, J, two blank, C, H, G, D, E, F, K. Now, what if we bring in candies to the front? If candies will come to the front, so we will have the two cases, same two cases in the front with C, G, H, or we may have C, H, G. Then we can have the blank L, A, B, I, J, and then again a blank or an empty shelf. And we will have D, E, F, K, and D, E, F, K. So basically, two things that are getting repositioned. One is G and H, we do not know their correct sequence. So two possibilities there. And between the groups of eatables, we do not know the sequence of biscuits and candies. So they get exchanged, they get swapped. So that's two cases, overall four cases. So case number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's look at the questions now. In how many ways can the items be arranged on the shelves? We know that it's 4. Which of the following items is not a type of biscuit? So if you remember, the biscuit is LABIJ. L is there, A is there, B is there. So G is not a biscuit. Third, which of the following can represent the number of empty shelves in a possible, the numbers of the empty shelves in a possible arrangement? So 12 is definitely an empty shelf. So that's there in all the options. We can have 1, 7, 8, 12. We do not see 1, 7, 8, 12. The other possibility is 1, 2, 6, and 12. So 1, 2, 6, and 12, option C. Which of the following statements is necessarily true? There are 2 empty shelves between the biscuits and the candies. Between the biscuits and the candies, there may be 2 empty shelves or there may be just 1. So not necessarily true. All biscuits are kept before candies. No, sometimes candies are kept before biscuits. Next, there are at least 4 shelves between items B and C. So we have got B here and we have got C here. 4 shelves, more than 4, more than 4. So there are at least 4 shelves between items B and C. This is true. कम से कम 4 shelves तो थे, right? Obviously, D is going to be false. Let's verify it. All candies are kept before biscuits. Obviously, no. So you can see that there were cases, but if you go slow and if you understand that what are the combinations that you require and multiply them, you will get the total combinations and you'll get to know how many cases are there. Normally, what happens is in questions like question number 1, when they ask you how many cases are going to be formed, and you have options like these. Suppose I get 8 cases, and 8 is the largest option. So that gives you another confidence that you did not miss out on any of the possibilities. But if you get an answer which is one of the smaller options, then there is always a doubt in the mind that maybe we have missed out on a couple of cases, maybe kuch galat kar diya ho. So that's wherein you require a lot of practice, a lot of confidence on yourself. Okay, so practice as many sets, caselets, case-based as possible, so that you have that confidence while solving these sets for the first time. Okay. So I would call this set somewhere between easy and moderate. While you look at it, it looked that there are going to be, caselets, worst case scenario, 8 possibilities. So it felt like it's going to be above moderate. But once we started figuring out from the additional statements, we realized that it was not that difficult as well, isn't it? Well, thank you everyone for joining. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with your friends. Also, I'll see you again with another set of LRDI. Until then, take care. Have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.